Hello, friends, and welcome back to the 12th Horseshoe podcast here on Surge Sports TV. Happy Friday, everyone. Alongside Elijah Weintraub, I am Jack Rizzo. So happy for y'all to be joining us tonight on this week's edition of the 12th Horseshoe podcast and our Week 13 game picks. Eli, we have a lot to get to, but first off, how are you doing today, my friend?
First off, happy Friday. It was a fun half-hour pregame that we just did. And now we have a lot of fun in store for you all tonight. We have to recap the Seahawks game last night, which was horrible, but have to discuss it anyways. And then we have the rest of the picks to make. Lots to get to in just a little bit of time. So we'll go back right over to you, Jack, to get everything all started.
Yeah. Eli, by the way, can you hear anything in the background? I'm just going to...
No.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. All
Okay.
right, well, we have a
He's
lot
watching
to get
Jeopardy
to.
in the background. Who's winning tonight?
That's why. Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me mute it so you can't hear it.
Okay, well, in the meantime, folks, let me just say this. Go Devils, go Seahawks, go everything.
Sorry, guys, that was my fault.
Go
All
Devils,
right,
go
well,
Seahawks as always.
let's start off. Okay,
And also,
Eli, that's not till the end. That is not.
okay.
Wait, that is not until the end.
Yeah,
Now,
okay, whatever. But
all right. Well,
you left.
unfortunately, Eli, we have to
left
talk
last
about your
week.
favorite team, the Seahawks, losing last night. Losing.
Boo.
41. So sorry. 41 to
Boo.
35. The Cowboys take it. What a game. Maybe the best Thursday night game since Amazon took over. Still think that they paid $13 billion for field goal contests every week, but not this week. The Seahawks and the Cowboys played a great game, which ultimately ended in a Cowboys come from behind win. The Seahawks play calling at the end cost them. Their defense could not get any stops against Dak, who this could be a video on its own. But before we talk about the actual game, Eli, is Dak Prescott in the MVP conversation this year? Should he be in the MVP conversation?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
What?
Not. Why do I say absolutely not? They almost lost last night to the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh,
Even if they did, would you still consider him for an MVP column? No,
yes.
every Dallas fan would have disagreed. They have yet to beat a team that is good, and they face two tough competitions next week. They have the Eagles next week, and then the 49ers. What else could you ask for? That is a rough schedule up ahead.
Did you just say the Seahawks are not good? Because you just said they haven't played any good teams. So
I'm talking about
by that meaning,
I'm talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah, they just beat the Seahawks. You said they haven't beaten anybody good. So
I'm admitting that the Seahawks are not at the level that the Eagles and 49ers are.
okay.
Add those two competitions together, and you'll see a difference. Let me tell you this right now: what the Dallas Cowboys have been doing is not fun. If they lose the next two to the Dallas Cowboys, to the 49ers and the Eagles on their upcoming schedule, this will prove a lot. This will prove that they only could win against weak teams, and Dak Prescott is not him. And I believe that will happen. And if for whatever reason they do win, I beg to differ then. And then, yes, I would consider him for the MVP comp. But yet again, look at their past schedule, and that will prove everything. They only beat the Seattle Seahawks this week, could have lost, does not qualify him for an MVP candidate. Played the 49ers and Eagles, and then gave me an answer next week. So wait till next week for everybody who has been saying that. And it's not just you, Jack, it's just everybody. And I'm not just...
Well, let me say
I'm not complaining about you. I'm just saying, just in general, my thoughts about Dak Prescott. Sorry.
Let me say this. You're wrong. Dak is in the MVP conversation. Even the games he has lost, he played incredible, and it wasn't his fault that they lost any of those games. Dak is having the best year of his career. I hate the Cowboys, but I got to admit, Dak is in the MVP conversation. That is the end of the story. But Eli, what went wrong for the Seahawks last night?
I use this term a lot on every show, wishy-washy. The true definition of a wishy-washy team is the Seattle Seahawks. Why? Number one, you cannot have two of the same be good at one day. So you cannot have both the defense and offense play good at the same day. That is too much to ask for. When one is good, the other is not. In this case, the defense has been doing all good all week, all 12 games long, 10 games. We played 11 games long. Head into week 13 and looked horrible. But the offense, on the other hand, looked amazing. Whatever Pete Carroll told that offensive coordinator was absolutely amazing. Let me just say that real quick. So the offense was impressive. DK with 37 fantasy points. Amazing for him last night. Kudos to DK Metcalf. What a night he had. On the other hand, though, that defense. Use Pete Carroll. Use that same message you said to the offensive coordinator. Do it with the defense. That's all I'm asking you to do. because you need to finally have, if you want to be a playoff team and earn yourself that wild card spot, you need to have both working at the same time and not just one and not the other. If not, you'll be singing the Love of Marriage song from the that theme song, whatever it is.
Well, let me say, Eli, as bad as the Seahawks, as good as the
It was
Seattle.
the offense were great. Defense needs improvement in that game specifically. Back to you.
Well, let me say, Eli, as good as the offense was, they made several mistakes, including, for some reason, not deciding to block Micah Parsons on the 4th down at the end of the game. For some reason, they thought that not blocking one of the best defensive players in the league would be a smart idea, and Geno had to throw a ball the way. Seattle 0 for 4 yesterday on 4th downs. Those was a huge reason why they lost the game. And yeah, just a disappointing one for them. They dropped to 6-6. Now, their chances of winning the division are pretty much gone. And now they got to hang on to a playoff spot. That's not even a guarantee anymore.
I want to say one thing real quick. We knew we were never going to win the division. The 49ers are just too good. If we would have beaten the 49ers, I would have said, yes, we have a chance at winning the division. But that will never happen. They play the 49ers next week. I've always been picking Seattle all along. This is the first time I might have to actually disagree and pick the 49ers to win because I know that there is no shot that Seattle will win. And if they do win, I might have to start losing every week in order for them to win because that was just a horrible game. But listen, epic Thursday night game. Kudos to Kirk Herbstreit and Al Michaels. What a game that was. And
a lot of flags.
Let's get to the picks. A lot of flags.
Al Michaels even said one day, one of the plays, let's just let Clete Blakeman call the game because of all the flags that he's throwing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
well, let's just say this. I'm going to say one more thing.
I got the pick right. No. Hang on. Eli got the pick wrong. I got the pick right. So I'm 1-0 on the week. He's 0-1. That was also his upset pick of the week. And Eli, go ahead and what you were saying before we get to the picks.
Eric Strongstreet from the longtime Chiefs fan is friends with Roger Goodell. I just want to say this. If you're watching this or ever watch this, please continue to text Roger Goodell to update his officiating because this needs proper officiating. Needs to be done. And update the officiating, Roger Goodell. Hopefully to have you on the show.
All right. Sounds good. Before we get to the picks, we have some big news to talk about that came out just yesterday in terms of the schedule flexing and involves both of our teams, Eli. We'll start off with the first ever Monday Night Flex in NFL history. Week 15 on December 18th. The New England Patriots, who are supposed to play on Monday night at home against Kansas City Chiefs, well, sitting at 2-9. Quite frankly, nobody wants to see them on primetime again. We've already seen them on primetime enough. They're on Thursday night next week. They're on Christmas Eve. They're on the night of Christmas Eve the week after. So they were going to have 3 primetime games in a row. Instead, the second of those 3 has been flexed out. So Chiefs-Patriots moves to 1 o'clock on Fox and into the Monday night slot. The Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks, a game that's going to have huge playoff implications in the NFC. The Eagles have 3 tough games in a row coming up. Seattle is still going to be in the wild card race during this game. This game is at Lumen Field in Seattle. Not an easy place for anyone to play. So
let me just say this real quick.
Excited, Eli. Wait, no, Eli, let me finish, okay? Please let me finish, and then you can talk. We got to do better on not interrupting each other.
Sorry, Jack.
Okay, no, you're fine. I'm just telling you. Okay, I know you are. I know this is pretty exciting, but the game is at Lumen Field. I was just about to say this is probably very exciting for you, Eli, and a game that's gonna have huge playoff implications. But what are your thoughts on this? And do you think Monday Night Flexing should continue going forward?
100% it should. It was an absolutely correct decision. Seahawks to be a great game, especially the fact that Seahawks are going to upset the Philadelphia Eagles in an epic game like none other. If we could beat the New York Giants, we could beat the Philadelphia Eagles, and that is regardless if the Giants were horrible when we played them. Eagles are not really a great team, I want to say, when they play Seattle. So we'll see if Seattle continue to win, and hopefully they can beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm super excited. Monday Night Flexes should happen. I don't want to see Chiefs in another primetime game. We've seen them enough. And Patriots, they're just horrible to watch in primetime. Just actually shocked that the Colts did not get a primetime game because they would also had good playoff implications on the line as well. So I'm shocked about that one too. Also on the flex, I believe was Saturday game was that were added.
I'll get to that now.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So Saturday we have a triple header on the NFL Network. Starting off in the 1 o'clock window, the Minnesota Vikings against the Cincinnati Bengals at Paycor Stadium. Don't expect the Bengals to really be in the playoff race by then. They could still be hanging around, but pretty big game for the NFC with the Vikings. And then at 4:30 p.m. at Lucas Oil Stadium, my Indianapolis Colts have finally gotten flexed into a primetime game at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. That game will have massive playoff implications in the AFC. Should be an exciting game.
Go to that game, Jack?
Unfortunately, no, it's too far away. It's in Indianapolis. But the Colts have not beaten the Steelers since 2008. So hopefully they can get a win there. And then at 8:15, the night game. What a game this is going to be. A massive, 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 massive game for both conferences. The Denver Broncos against the Detroit Lions at Ford Field. What an incredible game that's going to be. And what an incredible triple header we have on Saturday, December 15th. 16th. I'm sorry.
Yes. And also, I just want to say one more thing. The Patriot Chiefs games will be at 1 p.m. CBS, 1 p.m.
Fox.
Fox. There it is. Thank you. All 3 Saturday games are on NFL Network. What a lineup Saturday is going to be. Super excited for the schedule to come. And that is exciting. Super exciting. And yeah.
Absolutely. So pretty cool flexing we've got there. By the way, we do want to mention that before the picks, the practice window for Aaron Rodgers has officially been open. So it looks like he's going to try to come back off of this torn Achilles, which I can't believe I'm saying. No, he's out this week, but he has a chance to come back within these last 2 weeks of the season. Now, to me, I think it's pointless because the Jets don't seem to be contending for the playoffs. So just wait until next year. Don't risk yourself going out there and getting hurt again. But Eli, quick thought on that, and then we'll get into our picks.
And that was the original thought of Aaron Rodgers. He said to himself that if the Jets are not playoff bound ready, he will not return. I don't see the Jets doing any good. They have, I believe, the Falcons this weekend. It should be a tough one. If they do, however, win this game, then you could see Aaron Rodgers return. If they do lose to the Falcons this weekend, this does say a lot, and we may not see Aaron Rodgers this season, even though he has opened up the practice window.
All right, fair enough.
One more thing.
Okay, go ahead.
3-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Deshaun Jackson for the Eagles.
That's right.
Has retired. He'll be recognized as honorary captain this Sunday versus the 49ers. And congratulations to him for an epic career versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And now
that guy, Deshaun was an absolute legend. Every Eagles fan loves Deshaun Jackson. So
yes,
hopefully he has a Hopefully he enjoys his retirement. And since we were just on the topic of the Jets, let's start off with that game, shall we? 1:00 on Fox at MetLife Stadium. One of the only times there's been a Sunday afternoon kickoff at MetLife. There's been so many primetime and 4:00 games there. The New York Jets at home against the Atlanta Falcons. The first place Atlanta Falcons, I should mention, even though they are 5-6 on the season, this should be an interesting game. I mean, you've got two of the worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL right now going against each other, but two pretty solid defenses. So it should be a really fun game. The Falcons are favored by 2 in this one. Should be a fun game. I expect to see a lot of defense in this game, not a lot of offense, but I've got the Falcons coming out on top 21-12. I just don't really see Tim Boyle doing much of anything in this Jets offense. And the Falcons, the second straight week, I have them winning by 9 points as they strengthen their lead in first place in the division. Eli?
When the Jets lose this weekend to the Atlanta Falcons by a final score of 24-12, America will finally notice that, hey, Zach Wilson was actually decent compared to what Tim Boyle's offered, and maybe it's the offensive line that needs to change. And I think that answer will be proven this weekend versus the Falcons. Give me the Falcons 24-12.
Very similar scores we have. We're only off by 3 points on the Falcons. We both have the Jets putting up 12. Next game we'll talk about. Massive implications in the playoffs in the AFC. The Denver Broncos, I believe the hottest team in the NFL right now. They have won 5 consecutive games. And yeah, Eli's early season prediction about the Broncos is not looking good. I mean, to be fair though, we didn't expect them to really contend after they gave up 70 points that 1 week. But here we are with them at 6-5, just a tiebreaker out of the playoffs, taking again on the road against the Houston Texans. The Texans' 4th home game in the last 5 weeks. Funny enough, quite an interesting way. Yep, the Texans are the 3-point favorites. This game can go either way, but Eli, give me Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos win in a very close game, 28-26. Again, this game can go either way. I have absolutely no clue who's going to win this one, but I like the Broncos to win in this one. So give me the Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson's going to have a pretty big game, and the Denver defense will do just enough to prevent C.J. Stroud and the Texans from getting a win. So give me the Denver Broncos.
They honestly should have flexed that game to the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, because that's an epic game. Before either way, give me Broncos country. Let's die. Give me the Texans 28-26. Got you there, 28-26.
Wait a second. We have the exact same score, just different teams. Oh wow. And again, we don't do this on purpose, guys. Sometimes the scores are just kind of like this.
Just accurate.
Pretty interesting that we have this as a score. But anyways, that should be a fun one. Next up, 1:00 on Fox. Expect there to be a lot of offense and not a lot of defense in this one. This game taking place in Landover, Maryland. The interleague matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Red Football Commanders, whatever their name is.
Commanders, whatever you like to call a football team.
Anyways, the Commanders though have lost 3 straight games. Actually, they started out the season 2-0, and they've now lost 8 of their last 10. I still can't believe Ron Rivera hasn't gotten fired yet, but that's a story for another day. Anyways, the Dolphins are the 9.5-point favorites on the road. Expect the Miami fans to pack that stadium and really show up for that game.
What stadium? It's broken.
Oh, I mean, that's fair point. But anyways, well, no surprise here. I'm taking the Miami Dolphins to win. A lot of offense. I have a 38-24 win for the Dolphins. I think Sam Howell's going to put up some garbage time points to make this game a little closer than it looks, but expect Miami to roll all over the Commanders in this one and go to 10-3 on the season, or 9-3 on the season.
There's only one answer. Miami Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins. 28-26. Wow, you duplicate a lot of scores. Sorry, 28-26.
Wow, a lot of 20-26 finals. Why do you think the game's going to be that close, Eli?
Sometimes you never know with the Commanders. Sometimes
that's very true.
They'll keep it close. They're a wishy-washy team. They'll keep it close or blow out horribly. And we noticed that with Philadelphia. They're very good against tough teams. So I see that could happen possibly with the Washington Commanders. So I'm going to leave it by a 2-point game, maybe down to a field goal for Miami to win it.
All right, so got 4 more in the 1:00. There are 7 1:00 games happening this week. So
game of the week is coming up with.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little later. By the way, I do want to mention that. I'm not sure if you guys know this. I'm not sure if you know this, Eli, but Jim Nantz and Tony Romo have a bye week this week, an unexpected bye week for them. And this late in the season, they are not calling a game this Sunday. So enjoy the bye week, Jim and Tony. Next up, we talked about some games with playoff implications. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can't forget about it. She's probably the best sideline reporter in the NFL.
Oh, absolutely.
By the
way,
way,
make up her reports.
Oh, yeah. Cough, cough. Carissa Thompson.
Yeah. Chuckle in your throat, I guess, huh, Jack?
By the way, Chargers. We talked about games with a lot of playoff implications. So this game up next has no playoff implications. It's the Los Angeles Chargers on the road taking on the New England Patriots. By the way, according to Carissa Thompson, the Patriots are very impressed with Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi, and they expect to give Bill Belichick a 15-year contract extension and give Mac Jones $400 million to make him the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. Again, this is all according to Carissa Thompson. The Patriots, though, have lost 4 straight games. They're a disaster. I don't care that this game is in New England. I don't care how wishy-washy the Chargers are. The Chargers are winning this game 21-16. Pretty close game, but I just can't see Bailey Zappi or Mac Jones or Malik Cunningham or whoever starts this game actually winning. So give me the Chargers in this one. The Chargers are the 5.5-point favorites. And then in the Dolphins-Commanders game, Miami's a 9.5-point favorite, by the way.
In the game of the week, give me the Patriots 13-10.
You have guts, Eli, to still be picking the Patriots, especially since you picked them last week and they lost to the Giants.
I cannot trust the Chargers.
How can you trust the Patriots?
But I will trust the Patriots. I know Bill Belichick very well, and they will win.
Oh,
and
okay.
If I'm wrong, you told me so.
Okay. Well, we'll see on Tuesday because I could be very wrong.
We're not there Tuesday. We're not there Tuesday.
Well, we'll see. Well, no, we're not sure yet. We'll have to see. Next
to be determined.
1:00 on Fox. The Detroit Lions take on the New Orleans Saints in the Superdome. The Lions are a 4.5-point favorite coming off that bad Thanksgiving loss to Green Bay. The Lions have had a week and a half to produce. I think they come back. They bounce back here. I think Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown have 2 touchdown connections, and the Lions 29-17 win over the New Orleans Saints. You hear that, fantasy owners? Make sure you're starting both of them in fantasy because they're going to put up some really big numbers against the Saints. And the Lions defense should have no problems handling this pathetic Saints offense. So give me the Detroit Lions on the road.
Yeah, you have to take the Lions because you cannot trust the Saints. Give me the Lions 26-23.
Question of the day, Eli. Are the Saints a wishy-washy team?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all you need. Just yes or no. Just yes.
Next up, Cardinals, Steelers, 1
Another
o'clock
game
on
of the week.
CBS. Steelers are 6.5 point favorites. Eli.
For my survivor pick of the week, give me the Steelers 36-14.
I thought you were gonna say the Cardinals for a second. I'm like, whoa. All right,
No,
well,
why would you choose? You chose them last week. I thought that was crazy.
I don't know
surprised you
why.
didn't
That
choose
was
them
really
again this week.
dumb.
That was a shock. But yeah.
All right, well, anyways, yeah, no, there's no way the Cardinals are actually going into Pittsburgh and beating the Steelers, especially with this new Steelers offense without Matt Canada. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers 34-0 in my lock of the week. That's how confident I feel about it.
That's pretty big.
Last 1 o'clock game. I actually saved this last on purpose because I didn't want to get so excited. Colts, Titans, 1 o'clock on CBS. The Colts are only a 1 point favorite. No Jonathan Taylor this Sunday after having surgery on his thumb. That's a big loss for the Colts. The Titans are a very tough team, and I definitely can see them winning this game. However, I have to pick the Colts to win 23-15 as they continue their playoff push. But Eli, this is going to be a very close game. Who do you think wins it?
It's going to be the Titans because they have not lost at home, and they will continue that streak. They lost every away game, and Titans are home to play the Colts. I was ready to put them as survivor, but I was recommended not to. So I'm going to take the Titans anyways, 31-28.
Wow, that's a pretty high-scoring game. Interesting pick, but we'll see what happens. Colts are only a 1 point favorite. They were like a 3.5 point favorite until Jonathan Taylor got hurt. All right, to the 4 o'clock games now. A game that for some reason was flexed into the 4 o'clock window. I can't believe it. Panthers, Bucks. Somehow Tampa Bay is only a game out of first place. The Panthers, how bad have they been? They're only 4 games out of first place. I can't even believe I'm saying that. There is still a scenario in which the Panthers can win the division, but yeah, no, it's not happening. Tampa Bay wins 23-3, and that is my survivor pick of week 13.
Well, I think the reason why this game got flexed is because the Denver Houston game is actually a very good game, and I think that would be too much competition with San Francisco, Philadelphia. That is later on at the 425 window. So I think that is the reason why the flex. Either way, smart decision because nobody cares that game. That's why it's moved to the late window. So everybody's not really paying attention to that game. So either way, give me the Buccaneers 17-10.
All right, next up, Browns and Rams, 425 on Fox. This actually could be a pretty exciting game. I'm excited to see it. Joe Flacco is making his first ever start for the Cleveland Browns. The former Super Bowl winning quarterback with the Baltimore Ravens now goes to play for their rival against the Los Angeles Rams. Sorry, old man, but I'm taking the Ravens to win. 27-17. Matt Stafford looks locked in right now. Kyron Williams and Royce Freeman might be the most underrated running back duo in the league, and the Rams defense has played great in each of the last 2 weeks. So give me the Rams at home to win and get to 500 on the season.
All right. Well, I'm going to take the Rams 23-12. I don't know how much I can trust the Browns, and I do like the Rams because the Rams have been doing very good against pretty good teams. So I'm going to be the Rams.
All right. Next up, game of the week. Game of the week in week 13. Maybe Chargers, game of the year.
Chargers Patriots is game of the week.
Whatever, Eli. Rams, by the way, 3.5 point favorites over the Browns, and the Bucks 5 point favorites over the Panthers. 425 on Fox. The rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. Hopefully the 49ers will actually have a quarterback this time around. They traveled to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. The
Same
Eagles
place where it happened.
Are actually the Niners are a 3 point favorite. That's are the Niners actually a 3 point?
That's what Fox Sports.
Oh, they are. I can't believe they're actually favored on the road. And well, actually,
they don't believe in fly, Eagles fly.
Actually, well, I agree with them. Give me the San Francisco 49ers, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, the Niners defense. The Eagles have been kind of wishy-washy all year. They've gotten so lucky so many times. They're not going to be lucky this week. 49ers win it 31-24.
And you need to change your upset pick because you had them, and that's not an upset anymore because they are in favor.
They weren't. That sucks because
So while I make my pick, Jack is gonna figure out which is his upset of the week. So he's got to look at the point spread once more and then choose his upset of the week. He could use duplicates. In the meantime, I am gonna take Fly Eagles Fly on the road to victory. Fly Eagles Fly on the road to victory. EAGLES Eagles. Give me the Eagles 32-28.
Damn it! I have to take the Broncos over the Texans. My upset. Thanks Vegas for screwing that up for me.
Yeah, you have to actually. Yeah.
My goodness. Okay, whatever. 49ers are still gonna win though. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football, Chiefs, Packers in Green Bay.
So
This could be a trap game for the Chiefs.
So your upset pick of the week is going to be the Denver Broncos over the Texans, right?
Yes, sir. All right. Chiefs, Sunday night over the
For no
Packers.
reasons.
This should not be a game taken lightly by the Chiefs. The Packers are a really underrated team with a good defense and with Jordan Love improving every week. And this game is in Lambeau. I can 100% see the Packers winning. Unfortunately, though, for the Green Bay fans, I have the Chiefs winning 20-10. I think the Chiefs offense is going to struggle, but the Chiefs defense might be the best one they've had since Patrick Mahomes came. So give me the Chiefs to win.
Yeah, I agree with that statement about the defense delivering the game and offense still struggling, but yet again get the victory. For my lock of the week, give me the Chiefs 28-21 in an all-touchdown game in Lambeau Field.
I am very surprised you made that your lock of the week since it's only a 7-point win, but you do what you want, Eli.
I'm locking it in. It's lock of the week for a reason. Locking it.
Yeah, so okay, that's pretty solid pick. By the way, I have only lost on lock of the week once all season. I have only lost one lock of the week all season.
He's gonna jinx it now. Great. The Cardinals just won.
Fair.
Great. Can I change our survivor pick now, please?
No, you can't. Oh, okay. So it doesn't. Even if I lose to me, at least Eli loses his survivor. But
okay. But if that happens, I'm gonna say Jack Rizzo, whatever your middle name is.
Finnerty.
Jack Finnerty Rizzo. Are you kidding me? No, that's what I'll say. No, but I don't think that should happen. Hopefully, I don't know.
I mean, it better not, right? But I'm kind of rooting for the Cardinals though, as a Colts fan.
You're gonna do the Jim Nantz and a Tony Romo jinx, Jack.
Oh, so sorry. Monday Night Football. Bengals, Jaguars. Joe Burrow out for the season. So that means it should be an easy win for the Jaguars, right? 9-point favorites. No, it's not going to be an easy win. No, I'm just kidding. It is going to be an easy win. Jags win 24-13 and go to 9-3 on the season.
Jack forgot to mention about the bye week teams. That include the Ravens, Bills, Giants, Bears, Raiders, Vikings.
Thank you,
Heading
Eli.
to the Monday night game, I have to choose none other than the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Duval.
28-25 is the final. 28-25 is the final. Go Jacksonville. They're going to beat the one and only Cincinnati Bengals without Joe Burrow.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for our Week 13 picks of the 12th Horseshoe podcast. Go ahead, Eli. What do you have?
Okay. So I got some few notes. Possibly next Tuesday show may not happen. It might be moved to a different day. Reasons. So just not moved. I thought
no. I'm saying no reasons. They're secret.
They're secret reasons. But we will. It could be moved, so it may not be our normal Tuesday slot. Could be Thursday. Could be Monday. We don't know. So just keep a lookout on X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, or wherever you catch our show. Also, tomorrow, Sports with Mano Mano. Jim and I will be joined by Emmy Award-winning editor and producer for the NFL on Prime Video and CBS, Ben Fennell. He'll be joining us tomorrow at 10 a.m. for a 30-minute interview with Jim, followed by your normal fun programming show that happens on Saturday. So go check that out. That is going to be Sports with Mano Mano, 10 a.m. So check out Ben Fennell and all of us on the show. And go Seahawks and go Devils.
And Rangers. By the way, the San Jose Sharks are beating the New Jersey Devils 1-0 right now. That is embarrassing, Eli. You better turn on the game, and the Devils better come back.
This 1 second. They're going to still win anyways.
Go Sharks. Good night.
No, go Devils.